Hi guys. No, that's not me. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Feyzo. I'm a makeup artist and an organic skincare formulator. So today, I know I kind of look like Sister Rhoda, but I'm going to go from Sister Rhoda to Feyzo in a bit. But in that process, I wanted to tell a story about how I almost got raped. It's a serious topic. This happened years ago, so I am not going to tell the story too seriously so that you can also have fun. So if you'd like to hear my story, please keep on watching. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Thank you. Today I'm going to be creating like a dewy natural look. I recently did one. I posted it on my Instagram and it got a lot of traction, a lot of likes and comments. So I wanted to show how I created that look. To start, I'm going to spray my face with the Kazai Organic Soothe to Smooth Hydrating Toner. So it's both a hydrator and a toner. My face is currently bare. I just came out of the shower not too long ago. My face is bare, so I'm just going to... I like to spray it on generously. So how did I almost get raped? While this sits into my skin and just naturally dries off, I used to live at a service apartment, a serviced self-contained apartment in Yaba. I mean, Yaba Abule Oja. If you know that area, you know that's where it's a hostel area, girls, single girls, working class, everybody lived there. Now, I can't really remember the name of the street. If I think about it very well, I probably will, but I'm not sure if it will help my story about remembering it. Next, I'm going to go in with Embryoless Moisturizer, and I'm going to be generous with it because the base to creating a dewy look is very important as well. The whole idea is to have the face retain its moisture even as you go on. Yeah, so I was living in this apartment, right? And this particular day, I mean, of course I had no idea anything like that was going to happen. And clearly, I was the only one that got visited. So back in the day, I used to sell clothes and shoes and all that. And I'm reaching for my lip balm. It's a Kazai Organics lip balm in bubble gum. It smells, tastes like bubble gum. Does it look like bubble gum? Kinda. This has really run out and I don't want you to see the bottom. And I had someone come over and the person bought quite a number of things. So I had like almost 50,000 naira in cash, on this particular day. And there was I just felt this discomfort. I mean, I usually had cash with me in that place, but this particular day I was just uncomfortable and I really wanted to, get rid of the cash with me. So following this, I'm going to apply to my face a dry facial oil. Now, it's not oily, it's a very dry oil, which I formulated myself. It's an anti-aging oil, and I generally just use it for...
This is my own personal care for now. Eventually it's going to be available for sale, but for now it's just for me, myself, and I. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so I'm just going to spread the oil onto my face.
Alright, so I haven't done my skin prep. I'm just, going to get right into it. Now, I'm using this Real Techniques brush. It's like a concealer foundation type of brush, and I'm using the V-Beauty concealer palette. So I'm going to start my base off with highlight and contour, and I'm just going to blend that into my skin, and then I'll put on foundation. This particular day, I had all this cash on me from a sale that I just made. I just felt really uncomfortable having all of that cash on me, to sleep that night. So I just managed, and I remember correctly that my annual leave, I used to work in the bank at the time. My annual leave had started on maybe the day before or this particular day. But I was set to travel. I wasn't traveling out of the country or anything, but I was set to just maybe travel. If I remember correctly, I was considering going to Port Harcourt I'd never been. I still haven't been. It's not like the experience faulty for me or anything, but I just haven't gone to Port Harcourt. Anywho, so I took my I went to the bank, deposited this cash that was with me, right? And I came back to my room. Now that night, I mean, if for many people who live alone, it's normal, sleep naked. And that night, as per usual, took my bath, got into bed, butt naked. As per usual, nothing special about it. This is it's my usual. Till date, it's my usual. So what I'm doing is extending the highlight a little lower, because I really want my face, the center of my face, to be elongated. To give me like a snatched look. All right, for my contour, I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics concealer / eyeshadow brush to apply the contour, and I'm using this shade right here. I'm going to be mixing it with a little bit of the darker brown shade, just to keep that on. So for my nose, I'm just going to contour right here. So where was I? So I got into bed naked, ready. I was ready to sleep, but then I just felt really uncomfortable. I mean, I just felt like it wasn't a cold day. It wasn't. The rain, it wasn't, it was June. It was rainy season, yes, but it wasn't like, oh, so much rain. It was a normal, it was normal weather. So there was an AC in my room, in that particular apartment and everything. So I have a duvet. So, I mean, I'm really pretty much used to, sleeping naked and everything. But this particular day, I got into bed, and for some strange reason, I mean, I only allude this feeling. What's allude? Obscurantist. So I am going to say that God is the reason, that God is that nudging. I believe that it's the Holy Spirit that just nudged me to get up. So
I'm putting some of the dark, the contour just here to give my lips like a pout, especially around here where it looks like it kind of swells super, and then to give me more of a Cupid's bow here. I have an Uncle Cupid's bow, but just to deep that area more. So, I'm going to mix my contour with the darker foundation that I'm talking about, darker concealer in this case, just to keep it. Put some of the contour here on.
When I got that nudging, I just got off the bed and I put on, as a matter of fact, that day was the first day that I was going to wear these pajamas that I put on. I'd never worn it before. So you will know that I really didn't concern myself too much about how I slept. I just slept, in my birthday suit. So this particular day, I put on full pajamas, top and bottom. And I went to bed. Now that's all I remember till I woke up. And now, how did I wake up, first of all? So I'm the kind of person that likes a neat bed. Even if it's not laying, hotel type of laying of the bed. I just like for the bed to be, I'm going to blend the contour part with this Ease Cosmetics brush. So I'm just the kind of person that likes for the bed to be smooth, even if it's not laid. Let it be smooth and not be sandy. But what woke me up this particular day was the fact that I moved my legs and I felt sand. I felt a lot of sand near my feet. So that made me really uncomfortable, right? And that was the beginning of me starting to wake up. I'm blending further with my beauty blender. Of course, it's a damp beauty blender. Alright, so, I started to wake up. I mean, feeling the sand started to wake me up. So, I basically blended out my contour and highlight, but I'm just putting some more just under the eye area. Just under the eye. So, I woke up and I found a naked man. Let me not say it this way, because I felt someone on me. Remember that what was waking me up, first of all, was the feeling of dirt at my feet. And then I get into full, not even say full wakefulness, just say semi-wakefulness. I wake up properly, and then I find a person on me. Of course, I went crazy. I can't say I freaked out. Saying I freaked out kind of belittles how I felt, guys. I started to struggle, and your default reaction would be to push this person off you. Now, in pushing the person off me, I discovered this person was buck naked. Not only was he naked, he had oiled his entire body. So it was later that someone was saying that, yeah, they do that. Robbers do that sometimes, They oil their bodies. They come in naked. I mean, the person that was telling me that thing said, shouldn't I have suspected the person? What the heck? So, he had oiled his body so that in case he's trying to get away, like run away, and they try to grab him, is ungrabbable. Lol. So, anyway, I started to scream. I was struggling. I was fighting. I mean, I was screaming my lungs out. I was scared. Because first, no, can you just, can you imagine if this man had found me naked? Look, let me say this, right? That day was the first day in a long time, in over a year, that I had put on a stitch of clothing to sleep. Since I moved into that apartment, and as at the time that this incident happened, I think I'd been in that apartment for, say, about 7 months or even 8 months. I'm not sure now. Or less, but it was definitely more than 3 months. And in the length of time that I'd been in that place, I don't put on a stitch of clothing to sleep. So, imagine my gratitude. Like, I am just grateful to God. Now, please don't get me wrong. This is in no way to belittle or to make light of other people's experiences. No, this is not that kind of gratitude, if I can say that. I was so terrified. I was struggling with this guy. I was trying to push him off me. I was screaming. He was hitting my face. He was trying to choke me with, I didn't even know what he was trying to choke me with. I thought it was sand, but it was in the process of me screaming and opening my mouth and all that I realized that what he was trying to choke me with was salt. I think he realized that I wasn't going to sit down or lie down in this case and just be raped. So just as abruptly as you can imagine, he got off me and ran out. Now, it was when he ran out, I didn't even know. I now started to take, I was screaming. I now started to take, cognizance of my environment. I realized that he didn't exactly break in. He broke in, but he didn't break anything to come in. He had jimmied the door. My door was locked. My key was still at the door. So that thing that pops out when you lock the door, it was out. Still out. So he didn't use a master key or something to unlock the door. So he jimmied the door such that he could move that thing out, and he opened the door. I don't know how to explain, but I hope you get the picture. Then I realized that he took my towel. Now remember that I said this place was a self-contained apartment. So he took my towel, which was on the bathroom door, and he put it over my television. I was watching Grey's Anatomy season 8. I remember vividly. And I think I was on episode 5 or 6. That was the last day that I was going to watch Grey's Anatomy for a good number of years. I just started watching Grey's Anatomy again 3 years ago. And I'm still a huge fan. I was a huge huge and unrepentant fan back then, but this experience actually sort of scarred me. I didn't want to watch Grey's Anatomy. It kind of when you hear that people have had, experiences that give them PTSD,